Hello, friends. This is that part 2 to week 6. We are going to be going in and looking at Squarespace. So we did the other one, which was on WordPress. Either you skipped it completely, or you watched it for a little bit, or you watched the whole thing and you still felt like, hey, you know what? Maybe Squarespace is a better fit, or hey, I want to check it out and see if it is a better fit than WordPress. So let's get at it. Here we are. We are going to go to squarespace.com. There's plenty of other platforms like this that you can easily create a website, but we chose to work with Squarespace, but feel free to work with whatever provider you guys want. So you're just going to go to squarespace.com and you can go, I'm already logged in, but you can go to create, like here would be login, or create a site or start a free trial. We are going to click on start a free trial. And then since I'm already logged in, it's not asking me for information, but when you click that, it probably asks you to create an account. So you just create an account, put your name, email address. You don't have to put any credit card or anything in there. And then it's going to bring you over here to templates to pick out a template for your site. Now there's plenty of rad templates, but one thing I want to encourage you as you're kind of going through and checking them all out is to make sure that they have the template has the options that you need. Let's say you want a shop and you want a blog, you need those two things. So make sure that your template has those options. And it'll say in kind of the description, and like you can see up here, now it like blurs out when I hover over it, but there's a blog on this one. There's not a shop, but you go for one that has like, okay, I know I want a shop and I want a blog. And that's what I want for the example today. So I'm going to jump on down to this one, and it has a shop and a blog. See, it says up in the top left corner when I move away, home, shop, blog. Perfecto. And it's simple. I've worked with this one before. Great. So we're going to click start with Brian. It doesn't matter that it's about pickles. It can be about anything. You're going to make it your own, which I'm going to show you. So it says, welcome to Squarespace Commerce. Start. Your site title. We're going to say, we'll see if activate Mavericks. Next. Okay, site description. We're going to say, we have tools. Obviously, it can be anything. I'm just putting that for right now. Boom, done. Put whatever you want. Then here we are. Activate Mavericks is up at the top. Here we have our site, and we're going to start working with it. What I want to show you, though, really quick, is this is what it's going to look like. So I've already gone in, prepped this. So here it is, and we're going to go through this. I'm going to show you how to do this. So it doesn't matter that it was a total shop about canning pickles and vegetables. We can make it our own. It just has to have the bones that you want, like kind of that look, the design. Like I really like just the minimal, clean look of this. And so that's all it needs. And then we just have to pop in our images. So we're going to start at the top, and we're going to go banner. And then on every kind of portion, it's going to say modifying demo content. And you're just going to keep clicking create. So then we're going to go to the image. Image. You can also do video if you wanted. And then I have everything ready here. So I have, this is it. This is our header. You're going to drop this in. The awesome thing is you don't need to worry about resizing images with Squarespace, which is awesome. The only thing is that you are a little bit limited in the cropping of it. I'll show you. So see this little circle right here? That's going to determine the focal point. And I'm going to put it kind of down into the center. So say you had an image and you're like, I really want this to be the focal point. So that's kind of how it crops it. So done, save. There it is, boom. And then we don't want this to be here. I can just double click. So we want, we're gonna put this as, we're gonna have this in the center and then move this, get rid of the spacer, yes. And now it's in the center. And we're gonna change the text for, in the style in a different area. So you're like, that font looks totally different. That's gonna be in another area that we will do that. You know, I'm gonna do this, done. And then I'm gonna show you, so you'll add little elements. See how that pops up, that little kind of like teardrop thing? So you're gonna click that and you can do it two ways. So we're gonna do text. We're gonna write for the, we're gonna center that. Boom. And then I'm gonna get rid of this shop now. I don't want that. Boom, boom. And then see that little guy? Text. You're like, you're kind of going fast. I'll do this a bunch, so I promise you'll get it. And then we're writing, I'm doing this in caps. We have the tools to get you there. Center it, so here's the alignment. Right now it's aligned to the left. Want that in the center. Boom. And then there was one other thing we wanted, which, so go to the teardrop. See how there's other teardrops like up here if you wanted it above this area, in between those two things. So you just go for look for the teardrop. We're gonna have it under this. Click that, we want a button. And we're gonna say, join us. Boom. We want this small. Apply, and you're like, dude, I don't see that button. Don't worry, we're gonna get to that. And then click save up here. Awesome. All right. Then we're gonna keep moving on. We're gonna see how it says modifying demo content. Click create. No biggie. And we're gonna have the same right? No. And I'm gonna go ahead and come over here and snag this text. This would be just like if you had it ready in your Word doc. You're gonna grab that text that you've written. This is the brand ethos paragraph right there. Grab that, save when you're done. Actually, I wanted to add, go back, edit, just kidding. Okay, look for that teardrop right under Mavericks. Click that teardrop, we're gonna add a button. And learn more is totally fine, but we don't want it in the center. Down here we want it alignment left. Apply. Done. Save. And here are these images. We're going to change those images. Remember we had picked out these ones. I'm going to show you how to edit. This is a gallery. So we're going to click on edit. Same thing, it's going to say create. You just need to create your own. It's fine. And then you're just going to drag your images. And here I have it, gallery 1. Boom. Can take a little while to load. Don't worry. Have a sip of coffee or tea, as I'm drinking right now, because I clearly don't need another cup of coffee. I don't need any crazy more caffeine. Mike's already told me a couple times today, take it down a notch. Right, babe? He's working over here by me. Oh, Mike, you're the best. You're the most patient, awesome, rad dude I know. Okay, so you don't freak out when you see this. You're like, dang, I didn't want an image that big. Don't you worry. Okay, let's grab gallery 2. And you could even go gallery 3. So those are the gallery images. And remember how we, in the other module, another week, we talked about, the awesome site to get those free stock images. So just go to that site, pick out some stock images. They don't have to be resized. Just download the ones you want, drop them in. That is, again, the beauty of platforms like this. They resize it for you. And like I said, you can pick See that circle? So I can pick the focal point, but here sometimes it doesn't matter. This doesn't matter at all. And loading. We can move on. Let's see if maybe it'll let me move on. Create. It will let me move on. So this was we entitled this one the focus. This is where, so this is kind of your calling out. Remember, brain ethos, calling out to your dream clients. This is where it's like, this is what we stand for. This is who we are. And here we stand for, we changed it. It used to be grow, give, build. Whoa. Oh, the gallery just finished loading. I'm like, dang. And it didn't save anything down here. So, and it's still loading. So maybe not the best idea to let it load or to try to edit while this is still loading. So just tap your feet a little bit, sing a song, watch a YouTube video while you're waiting. Because clearly it's better to let them load. But for a refresh, in case you're like, dude, I don't want to go back in that module and find the splash, right? Unsplash there. Here it is. So in case you forgot, this is the site that has the awesome free, royalty-free stock images. And I love them because they don't feel super corporate. They have this really real vibe. And since that super corporate, kind of like the Shutterstock-ish feel isn't what we are going for our brand, so this is a really big fit for us. Whereas for your brand, Shutterstock might be more of a fit or something like Shutterstock, but we love this. All right, let's see if this was done loading. No, it's not done loading. All right, I'm gonna pause this until it's done loading, and I'll be right back with you. A good point here. So if you're putting in just images, this is just kind of like images for images' sake. It's not, you know, pointing to anything. They're not links or anything. So think about these images if you're doing something like this in the template that you have for Squarespace. Think of this as a chance where you pick out images that evoke that feeling in you that you're wanting to evoke in your viewers, in your website visitors. So really pick out images that you love and then inspire you or create that feeling you're going after, and that's going to call out to your dream clients. Like for us, we're all about like, you know, challenging yourself to get to the top of the mountain, to really kind of reach your goals. We love the outdoors. Yosemite is one of our favorite places, camping, backpacking. And then this is just about the journey. We really see the journey as being very important, that success is in the journey and plotting it out and daily just kind of making each day amazing. So that's kind of what this symbolizes to us. So just think of, you know, the spots for images to be just places to inspire. So don't just use whatever, any kind of images. All right, it's finally done loading. Probably because I dropped 2 images on at once. Probably better idea to do one at a time. But here, this one might affect it a little bit, this circle. See that? Let's see. Did that affect it? Nope, still not affecting this big time. Okay. Then another thing that's good to know about this, say you're like, actually, I don't like that arrangement, just drag that over. And now it's like that. So very easy breezy. Oh, and it did actually, see that? Now it's further down than it was before. So I'm gonna make him the focus. All right, let's keep moving on. The next one, let's edit this section. This is the focus. And this is, again, we're just gonna snag this. This would be you have in a Word doc or some kind of document. Pop this in here. And then remember, we're looking for that teardrop. I want to put a button in here. Learn more. And this is where you would, you could set this to be to your about page. So this could link to your About Us page. Come on, I don't want center. Left. And you would put that link right there. And you can have it open in a new window or just open in this current window. Apply. But since we haven't created that, I don't have a link to put in there. Okay. Now we're going to jump down. We're going to save this. And then we're going to use this first one to highlight one of our products, one of our main products that we want. And that is our masterclass. So we're going to click banner, create. Why is it showing me? Why are you showing me this image? Let me just cancel this. Discard. Sometimes it does funky things. I don't want to edit that. I want to edit this. There we go. Sometimes it does quirky things like that. Okay, so we're going to remove this image. And we're going to drop in. I have a masterclass image. I've got all my images prepped. So let's say you were having this be about one of your products. So you'd just create a product image or have someone see. That's why it's so important to learn Photoshop. I can't stress it enough. Learn Photoshop. So then you can just create it yourself. Save. But Fiverr is great if you're on a budget to create stuff like this. Okay. Then we're going to put this, edit this text because we don't want it to be batch number 2. We want it to say master class and not heading 1. I'm going to do like heading 2. And then I'm not going to do shop down. I'm going to do view resources. And then to get it, whoa. See how there's a link right there, but it's not over the whole thing? You would go highlight it, click this like chain link thing, and you could then link it to your about page, batch, welcome. We're going to create, once you create more, it'll be there. Your pages will be there, but we can just try about for right now. Save. And you might be like, masterclass, we can't see that. Don't worry, we're going to change all of the kind of the fonts, and that's weird that it's 2. That's really strange. I'm going to remove the link. Why is it only doing it? There. There we go. See, now you can just do it as an URL. So you can just get the link to the page, pop it in there. And we'll do open in a new window. Save. All right. Here is going to be where we put our little testimonial blurb. So I'm going to grab that. I grabbed it from right here. So this was on the WordPress site. It's this little blurb right there. I'm going to grab it right here. Edit, create. All right, there we go, boom, paste. It's ginormous. And we're gonna go quote. There we go. We're gonna write. It'd be good if I capitalize his last name. Done, save. We're moving right along. How awesome and easy is this? So here, this next banner, we are going to link to our blog. So it can be like you highlight one of your blog posts here. So we're just going to click banner to do the image. See, for some reason, it keeps doing the one that's above it. Discard. Let's try it again. Banner. There we go. Remove. And we are going to go habits one. And yeah, that's perfect for that kind of focal point. Save. You guys are killing it. Moving right along through here. Edit. I'm gonna say for your journey. And we aren't going to have that be heading 1. So you're going to make it smaller. Let's do heading 2. Isn't that what we did here? I'll double check. It looks like it. And then we're going to just make this view blog right now. You can change that and make that whatever you want. I'm going to link that. You can do the external, put the link in there, open it in. We don't have a link yet, but we know we're going to put one in there. So we'll just leave it like that. Save. And then the last section was the story. Create. We go in here, put the story. And what we want to do is kind of rearrange this a little bit. And if you want to rearrange, you just see how it went to a hand. And grab that and look for, yep, see how that line went across the whole part? Drop that right there. And then we're going to center this. Right now it's aligned to the left. We want to align center. And then we're going to center this text. But we obviously need to change that out. That's not our story. This is our story, and this is taken from right here. Boom, boom, boom. Paste that in. So you'd paste in whatever you wanted in this section. Click save. And then here we don't want to have a gallery, so we're going to actually trash this section. Go over pages. So it's this one right here, the founders. And see how there's this trash can next to the founders? I'm going to trash that. And it's going to ask you to confirm that. Confirm. And see how it now, it's still there. Oh, you know what I did? Founders portrait. So I got rid of, this is great. So I got rid of the wrong founder section. Okay. So what all you're going to do is see this one, the press. That's this one. We're going to duplicate this. So you're going to go here, click on that like kind of little gear looking thing. And right here, duplicate page. I think it's so funny how they say duplicate page. To me, it's just like a section, but they say duplicate page. So we're going to click duplicate page, confirm. And see how it came down here, copy of press. You can title it whatever you want. And I'm just going to drag this up above the founder's portraits. Yep, done. Okay, so now there's a text area back. We didn't want to delete that. We wanted to delete the founder portraits. So, founder portrait, that we want to trash, confirm. See, now it's gone. But we don't want that to look like that. That's all right. So we're going to click edit. I'll show you how to tweak this. So we want this to say the story. Remember we were saying that we don't want it italicized. Actually, we don't want it bold. And we want it heading 1, story, center alignment. And then we're going to add another text box here. And that's where we grab that story right here. Pop that in. So don't be afraid if you like delete something wrong. The awesomeness is that you can recreate it. Like, see how these sections, you can just say, you know, let's say you deleted this whole section, the focus right here. You could duplicate this and just drag it back down to here and change it back. So don't worry. Don't you worry. All right, so now the only thing is we're going to drop in a video. So we're going to still edit this section. Look for that like teardrop, be bloob. Come on, what's going on here? Yes, it's fine, it's fine. I don't know why it's not letting me. Why are there no bluebies at the bottom? So if this happens, just go here. I'm going to click video. And you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I don't want it to be this huge. Don't worry. I'm going to show you how to make it small. So I'm going to go edit here. Edit. Because I just want to grab this. Cancel. Back here. So you just grab your URL for your YouTube or your Vimeo if you wanted to put in a video. And the rad thing is you can even put in a custom thumbnail if you want. You just drop it there and then click use custom thumbnail, and you can click right here. It says do not display caption, and then apply. Then we're looking for these little, sometimes they won't show up on the side. If it's just at the top, click the blue bee at the top. And actually I'm gonna move this where I want it. So let's grab this guy. There we go. Boom. And then let's look for that teardrop. Here we go. I want a spacer. Spacers are awesome. You're gonna drag the spacer to the side. See how the whole side is lit up? We don't want that. We just want the side of the video. There you go. And then just gonna kind of drop that over. And then we're gonna want another spacer. Doesn't kind of really matter where you get the blue. Just get that spacer. And we're gonna drag that spacer over to the side of the video. Just there we go. And then how you make sure it's in line. So there's 1, 2 clicks. See this side, 1, 2 clicks. So you know, okay, now it's centered instead of like, okay, it's 3 on 1 or 3 to 2. There you go. And let's say you're like, you know what, I want a little more space between the text and this video. Same thing, blue spacer. Done. And then we're gonna do a spacer at the bottom. Spacer. And then we're gonna do, for that teardrop, we're gonna do a button. We're gonna do a large button that says, let's talk. Apply. And you guys, that's it. Save. Don't forget to save. See how easy breezy Squarespace is? It's like crazy, crazy. All right, so let's get to the look. So this does not, the text is not what we want. The colors, you can't even see that button. Yeah, you can't see masterclass. So let's make those changes. So all you're gonna do is click up here in the top left where it says home, click back to home. We're gonna go to design. Style editor is where we want to be. And it's loading. It's loading. Have another sip of water, coffee, tea. Wait for that bad boy to load. And then the cool thing is once the style editor is open, you just kind of hover over each section and it will be highlighted, and you can change the colors, change the fonts, change, you know, the look of the button. And you can change the color of this text. So that's what we're gonna do once this loads. Okay, so see, I'm gonna click here. See how it like, just this one will pop up. Or you can go show all, but it's kind of rad just to have it isolated, and you're like, all right, you can change the fonts here. That font is totally fine. Color is where right here is where the color would be changed. Totally great. Now for this part, I don't want this font for heading 1. So let me go back so you can see what I did. See this little arrow next to Rubik? We don't want to change, or we don't want that, so we want to change it and click this little arrow down. And you can search for some fonts here, or let's say you don't know and you just want to kind of peruse through here, and it's rad because you see the font. It's not just the name, it's actually in the font that it is, which is awesome. But I know exactly what font I want. Montserrat. There we go. And then the size. That's great. Great, great, great. Right now, color. I'm gonna go with this like greenish, bluish. color. Boom. Done. Now you can click on this. See, just the button will show up. And style outline. Yep, I want outline. I want it square. Button color though, I want it white. You're just gonna kind of click right up in the upper corner. So you wanted it red here, and then you can kind of pull it up. The top part picks kind of the color. So you can go blue, kind of pink, green, but we're just gonna go all the way here, and then we just want white. Done, and then alternate button color, white. So white, white. See, now you can see it. Now I want to change this. I want this to be solid. So here it says outline. Remember that little arrow? We want solid. And then you're like, wait, I can't read that. Learn more. So that's because the text color is also black. So we need to make that text color white. So click on that white. Boom, now you can see it. And the rad thing is that will change it for the rest of them. The rad or kind of limiting thing, you can't change and isolate the buttons. The only thing you can isolate, see, this was a small button. This, I believe, let's see, if I'm in click save, I believe this, I need to go out of design. Okay, edit. I believe this is medium. Yep. So you can have small, medium, and large be different. Does that make sense? So that is kind of the way, the workaround, being able to make your buttons look different. But if I know, okay, the medium is the solid black with the white, awesome. Then all of those are going to be like that. All right, now we need to change this masterclass. So we have to go, remember, we got out of it. So design, style editor. Oh man, hopefully it doesn't load forever and ever and ever and ever. Yay, it didn't. So we're going to click this masterclass. The font is fine, but the color, I'm going to go with that kind of blue-green. And you know what? I'll show you how to get it exactly. So let's click that. And then you'll go show all. And we are going to look for that home. Here we go. Click that. And you can just copy this. Select it. Copy. And then go back here. Click on that one that you want to change. Click on the color and then paste it down here. And then you know that this color is exactly the same as this one. And now whenever there, I believe this was the H2, heading 2, then whenever there's a heading 2, that's going to be the font and the color. All right. And then this let's talk, that's fine with me. So having it be just that outline. But bam, you guys, that is it. Isn't that easy? Easy breezy. So what you can do, that's just the home page, obviously. You can click on pages. And then let's say you want, okay, let's say you want to set up the shop and the blog. Those aren't done yet. So we can do that, and then I'll show you how to add pages. But so here you click on the shop, create, shop, find, description you can write here. You can have a password. You can set it as home page. Okay, we're gonna click save. And we're gonna go up here, add product. Show you how to add a product. A digital product, click on digital. I've got my image ready for our, I'm just gonna use the masterclass image, drag that right there. I'm just gonna write master class, so the description or the name there, pricing. This is the cool thing too, like you can go, see we want it, it was $5,997, but the sales price is $997, and then you can have it be on sale and drop that image there. If we need another one, there we go. Save. And finish products. Hidden, we don't want that to be hidden anymore. All right, so to get it unhidden, in case you didn't want to publish it right away, see this little, there's this little icon in the bottom right corner. Just right click, and then let's say save and publish. And you can obviously write a little description there, save and publish. And now it's live. But obviously to take orders, here it says you'll need to upgrade. Yikes. You'll need to upgrade. Well, let me highlight it. But anyways, you'll need to upgrade to business or a commercial plan. You can upgrade it down. But that's how you add shop items. It's easy as that. Boom. You can just edit from here, but this is your shop, and you would just continue to add products to your shop, which is rad. All right, now let's go to the blog. Click on blog. So this is how it can look, but we're going to create our own. And we need to click the plus, enter blog post. Let's say 3 habits that will change your life. And I'm just gonna, this hasn't been written yet, so we're just gonna take some filler text just to show you kind of how this would be. So boom, you're writing all this awesome content, adding tremendous value, and then you can either save and publish. There it is. Let's also add an image. So under options, add that image. And I'm going to drag this. I've got an image right here. And you can do a little excerpt. Let's say you, obviously. You could set this as the featured post if you wanted to. Save. So now it looks like that. And there's this little kind of leading them in, drawing them in, and then they click read more. So that is how you add posts and products, you guys. Look at how quickly we are moving along. Now you might be like, okay, this is great, but how do I add additional pages? I'm going to show you that right now. So see this main navigation, this plus sign, just click that. And we're going to click page, new page. And then up will come these templates to kind of choose from. So you could do, let's say you wanted to do an about. Here's one version. You could do it maybe like this. We have kind of just basic, like an image here and then a paragraph. They've got this with an about with a contact form. Then they've got this as a contact form. Then they've got a details page. So all these different pages, kind of templates that are ready to go that you can add. And let's say we wanted to do an about page. It's really simple. So about, and then let's go start editing. And then you just add an image. We'll just take this image for right now. Let's see if they'll let me just drag and drop. Nope. Let's just go to desktop, Squarespace. There we go. Let's see if I can edit this. Yep, click edit, and then let's drag that. See, now you totally, this is a great example to show. Boom, apply. So see how the pulling that circle down drew the focus down here so that we see the dude actually. And then you can say it all started when, and then you just start editing. So put in your stuff, enter your stuff that you want, and remember, just say you want to add more stuff. Click on that teardrop. You could add a quote, you can add another images, you can add a button. So let's say you wanted to like contact us or let's talk. Apply. So at the bottom of your story, awesome. Or you wanted to add another image of each team member, you can just click here, image, and just drag in images. And then underneath, you can put more text to write about each team member. really have fun, play around. I really encourage you to play around with Squarespace, and you can always start over, delete this page, delete that new page if you don't like it. We're gonna bring this, take it down here. Yeah, you guys have fun. Yeah, so have fun. And then obviously you don't want 2 of these. So you could go edit, and then we want to trash that. Yes, because we don't need 2. And that's all you do. Click save. Have fun though. But isn't this rad? These kind of Squarespace and Wix and all these awesome platforms that you can just go in and really create a very simple, very clean, awesome site in a very minimal amount of time, including having your own shop with your own products listed on there, have your blog. It's just really, really nice, you guys. So have fun with this. I hope you learn a ton, and I hope you just get on there and have fun. Again, you don't have to put in a credit card for this. You can just go in and start it, and then obviously down at the bottom here it says you have 14 days remaining on your trial. Upgrade now to enable your store and to enable your site. So you'll have 14 days to kind of play around and see if this is a fit for you. And then you do need to sign up, but the pricing is really minimal and very competitive for what you really get. So happy building, you guys. Keep taking those steps forward. You're awesome for getting this far. So proud of y'all. Have a great day.